Alright, Assalamualaikum and selamat pagi. Nama saya Muhammad Ismail bin Muhammad Zaini. My metric number is 2180 24F1227. And as for today, I will do a presentation on our current assessment, which is the problem-based assignment. So before we get started, I would like to do a little bit of introduction. So the presentation this presentation address the core component of the cloud computing assessment, specifically focusing on cloud resource utilization, security, and advanced features. Our objective on this presentation is to demonstrate a professionalism and technical proficiency by evaluating the performance of VMs versus a containers and establish robust security protocol for cloud migration and explaining the mechanics of auto-scaling for business elasticity. So for this assessment, we are provided by three scenarios. So the first one is consider a cloud service provider that offer both VMs and containers to customers. And for the second scenario, you are the IT manager of an organization that is planning to migrate its critical application and data to the cloud. The organization is concerned about the security implications of the migration. And as for the last one, it consider a business that need to scale its operation during peak sales seasons, for example, an e-commerce company during a holiday sales. All right. So here is the first scenario and problems. So as I said earlier, consider a cloud service provider that offer both VMs and containers to customers. So the problem is we have to demonstrate how would the provider decide which option is the best suited for the different type of workloads. So first we must understand what is virtual machine is. So virtual machine best for monolithic application or workloads requiring complete isolation, which is running in a different operating system than the host. We have to choose VMs when the high security and independent kernels are necessary. While for containers, it is best for the microservice, DevOps environment, and application that need to scale quickly. So we chose a containers when for the lightweight tasks where you need to run many instances on a single OS. So the second problem is we have to compare the difference between virtual machine and containers in terms of resource usage, performance, and isolation. So for the first terms is the resource usage. So virtual machine is much heavier than containers because each has its own guest OS, while for container it is lighter than virtual machine because it share the host OS in the single kernel. So for the other than that, in terms of performance, virtual machine is much slower in for the boot time compared to the containers, which is nearly instant boot, which is faster than virtual machine. For the last one is isolation. So virtual machine is much stronger if we talk about isolation because it is a hardware level virtualization. For the containers, it is a process level, weaker than VMs but more efficient.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Azim and my last four-digit number metric are 1211. So for the scenario is as the IT manager planning a secure cloud migration, here are the key security measures I will implement. The first key security I will implement is before migration. Conduct a full risk assessment and classify all the data based on sensitivity. Define clear IAM role and enforce the principle of least privilege. Select a compliant cloud provider and plan encryption strategies. The next key security measure I will implement is during migration. Use a secure transfer protocols such as TLS 1.3 and VPN tunnel. Encrypt all the data before the during transfer. Migrate interface with a real-time monitoring and robot plan ready. Last but not least is after migration. Enable continuous monitoring and centralized logging. Perform regular vulnerability scanning and penetration testing. Enforce MFA and conduct ongoing security awareness training. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Muhammad Amir Hakim bin Muhammad Rizwan and my metric number is 218024F127. For this scenario, we are the IT manager of an organization that plans to migrate critical application and data to the cloud. The main concern here is the security risk during the migration. To ensure safety, there are three main security strategies. First is encryption. Our sensitive data must be encrypted both at rest and in transit. This helps protect the data from being accessed by unauthorized parties. Second is access control. We apply the principle of least privilege together with multi-factor authentication. This ensures that only authorized users can access the system. Third is compliance. The cloud provider must follow security standards such as ISO 27001 and GDPR to make sure data protection is maintained. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum dan good afternoon. Uh, my name is Muhammad Hakimi. My ID number A21. The IT 34F1226. Okay. Consider, so the scenario and problem is consider a business that need scale operation during peak season. For example, e-commerce company during holiday sale. How cloud computing can help in scaling operation. Scaling operation for traffic spike. Cloud computing allows for elastic, enabling a business to add resource only when needed. Require service. The balance is used to distribute traffic while content delivery network CDN are used to reduce latency and high availability data cluster. How to auto scaling in cloud work? Okay, how to auto scaling is auto scaling mechanism and advantage is use predefined metric like CPU use reaching like 70% to trigger automatic additions, scale up or removal scale in, observe instant advantage, uh, cost efficiency, uh, or you only pay for what you use during the hour. Reliability is prevent to website to crash during certain high traffic event like holiday sale.
Finally, in conclusion, we have discussed the important decision-making process in managed modern cloud environment. These include optimized workload, its isolation, securing sensitive data, and ensuring the system can scale during peak traffic. By applying these strategies, organization can achieve high availability, better performance, and strong security compliance. That is all from our group. Thank you for listening.